Welcome to Woodbridge, the best town around. And today you're going to once again see why as we celebrate the opening of our History Museum, which frankly has been a long time coming. We purchased this building back more than 5 years ago and actually started the project right after that. This building was a challenge to say the least. At some point I think I thought would have been better just to knock it down and start over, but that would not have been good because it wouldn't look this good behind me here. This was restored into an amazing structure. It belongs downtown, it belongs on Green Street. If you haven't been inside yet, you're in for a treat when you go in there. This is just a marvelous project. I want to thank, first of all, Chris Costi, who is our Special Projects Manager. He's the guy that worked on this from the very, very beginning. He's back there in the middle. He's also next to George Brew, who's our Public Works Director, and a lot of our men and women from Public Works worked on this project, so let's hear for George Brew. Just about everybody up here will be speaking, so I'll introduce them one at a time as they speak, but first I'd like to ask a young lady to say a few words who was here on October 19th, 5 years ago, where she and her late husband, Frank, were presented with a key to the city for all the work they did, and she'll tell you how about starting a museum committee many, many years before we got this. And she was a basic driving force in the whole effort to have a history museum in Woodbridge. I'd like to introduce a lady who's got the key to the city, Audrey LaPenta.
Good morning, everyone. I'm very happy and excited to be here. Frank and I worked on this establishment for many, many years. We had museum committee meetings at my house, and since 2011 we were talking about a museum. And over the years we were looking for a place and fundraising and so forth. Frank was born in Woodbridge in 1931. It was one of his favorite wishes that he have a museum. So I know that he is looking down on us with a happy face today. I want to say thank you to the mayor for all he's done to make this a reality. To Dan DRC, the president of the Historical Association, who follows up on everything. And to all of you here who have an interest in history. It's all appreciated. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Audrey. I'd now like to introduce one of our partners representing the Historical Association of Woodbridge Township, the president, Dan DRC, who's, as I said, been working on this for many, many years. I'd like to mention his board, if you don't mind.
Sure.
Vice President Audrey LaPenta, Treasurer Howard Weber, Recording Secretary Tracy Billings, and Board of Directors Brenda Velasco, Donald J. Peck, Tara DeBay, Irv Hyatt, Laura Bradshaw, and Michelle O'Rourke. Ladies and gentlemen, Dan DRC.
Thank you very much. Glad to see everyone here today. One of the most frequent questions that have been asked me over the years, specifically in meetings and from Audrey, was what's going on with the museum? And I would say we're one step further today than we've ever been. Whoops.
I knew that would happen.
Yeah. So far right now, Audrey, we're only 6 steps away from opening up. Right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 steps. That's how close we are now. Okay. Yeah, we've been looking forward to this for such a long time, and we're not talking, 6 weeks, or we're talking 15 years ago we were working on this. So we were having a holiday meeting at the Trinity Church a few years back, and we were going over the charter, and like he does, the mayor is everywhere, and he shows up and he's talking to people, always has a few words for everybody. And he said, we're working on this history museum, and he says, if it doesn't work out, don't blame me, blame Dan DRC, he said. All right? So I have to tell you that we at the Historical Association are committed to working with the Historic Preservation Commission, the Cultural Commission, the library, and any organization in the township that would like to partake in this historic task that we have here today. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dan. Next, I'd like to call up a young lady who I had the pleasure of serving with when I was a town CFO in the 90s. She was on the town council, And then when I became the mayor, she was still on the town council and left about a year before her term was about to expire because she took the position as township historian. It's an honor and a job that she's very well qualified for, and she's done a terrific job. She is the ad hoc member of the Woodbridge Township Historic Preservation Commission, which also has among its members Ashley Carbonoglu, Dr. Dolores Capraro-Jaffe, John Landy, Dan Diarcy, Miguel Martin, Daniel Diaz, Frank Pelsman Jr., Julie Cohn, Courtney Lowry, and Martin Genzer. Ladies and gentlemen, Brenda Velasco, Township Historian.
Thank you, Mayor. A dream has been realized. This was Audrey's dream when I was on the council, her and Frank, always her and Frank, and it's finally realized. Yes, I remember those committee meetings at your house so many, many years ago. Dolores, you were at those committee meetings too. We were around the kitchen table. And Mayor, it's realized. So thank you. George Brew, Chris Costa, you're in the back. Your crews have done a phenomenal job. When Township was great, Township workers were great. And also the landscaping, please, that has turned out well. This is the Park Avenue of Woodbridge, but we hear the trucks as well. It's a busy thoroughfare, so we're going to have plenty of people visiting the museum. It's accessible. Parking will be street or the train station, or next door, So it will be accessible to pedestrians or to those of us who have to drive a car to get here. But thank you again for realizing this dream, which took so many years, and the Historical Association, which championed it as well. It's a dream come true. So thank you, and thank you, Mayor.
Thank you, Brenda Velasco. We also have our Cultural Arts Commission represented. The chairperson is Dolores Jaffe. Members Constance Ellick, Antonia Pansell, Father William Smith, Sonia Zaretsky, Jeff Cohen, Sanal Gaddavi, Carlo Fazio, Ronald Wyatt, Razor Polo, Bernadette Solar, Carl Rebovich, Amy Krasinski, and Swati Gunapanidi. Before calling up Dolores, let me tell you a little bit about Dolores Jaffe. She entered the education profession and graduated from the College of New Jersey, formerly Trenton State. She continued her education and earned a Master of Arts from the College of New Jersey, an EDD, that's a PhD, I guess, from Rutgers University, and an MBA certification in Information Systems from the American Assembly of Colleges of Business. Dr. Jaffe has held positions as teacher, administrator, academic dean, MBA director, and consultant in the public schools of Edison Township, Montclair State University, Pennsylvania State University at Pennsylvania College of Technology, and Delaware Valley University. A writer, speaker, and trainer in curriculum, administration, and online learning at the college university level. She is very active in the Woodbridge Township community as chairperson of the Woodbridge Township Cultural Arts Commission and Woodbridge Township Historic Preservation Commission. She also serves St. James Roman Catholic Church as a trustee, Eucharistic minister, lector, president of the School Advisory Council, ad hoc member of the Pastoral Council, member of the School and Parish Finance Councils, and a bereavement facilitator. In her career, Dr. Jaffe also served as commissioner to the Accrediting Bureau of Health Education Schools and the Accrediting Commission of Independent Colleges and Schools, nationally recognized accreditation agencies, and conducted accreditation visits throughout the United States, Puerto Rico, Hawaii, Alaska, and European countries. She is incredibly devoted to her family, her faith, and public service. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Dolores Jaffe.
I'm sorry, folks, that's a little bit too much for me, okay? Most of you know me, and I'm just not into that, but I appreciate that very, very much. Thank you. I'm going to repeat what was already said, but I have to repeat it because in 2011, Audrey summoned parts of the Historic Preservation Commission and the Historical Association to her home to form a committee for a museum. We were really very good. We had some very, very strategic plans that we developed. We went forward, we started looking at places, we did fundraising, all of these things together so that we could get this museum in place. We wrote a position paper to the administration telling them of the need for such a place in Woodbridge. And finally, our mayor heard us and the administration heard us. And here we are today to dedicate this beautiful building on what we call Park Avenue of Woodbridge for this beautiful museum, which everyone will be able to see as they come through town. Thank you so much for doing this for us.
Don't go anywhere. I thought this would be a very appropriate time at the dedication of our History Museum to present Dr. Dolores Capraro Geoffrey, the very highest honor an individual can get in Woodbridge Township, which is an official key to Woodbridge Township. This is, Dolores said, why'd you say all that stuff about me? I said, don't worry. We always have a plan, Dolores. Congratulations, this is so well deserved, so well deserved. And now we have two of our council people here. Sharon McAuliffe, this is her first ward. Lisbeth De Jesus always carries the historic the History Museum on her agenda, so I'd ask both of you to come up and say a few words.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for coming out for this historic event that we're having, doing the ribbon cutting for this beautiful building behind me. And Dolores, I'd just like to congratulate you for everything that you do for this town, historically, the Barron's Arts Center, everything that you do. It's well deserved, and it's an honor to know you and be involved with you in some of the things that we do in town also. So congratulations, and congratulations to every single person who's been on the committees, who has pushed to get this open, and it's going to be great. I can't wait to go inside and see what it looks like. So thank you very much. Have a great day.
Thank you. Today is a proud moment for Woodbridge Township, and it just goes to show how proud I am to serve on the Township Council, because although we are the largest municipality in Middlesex County, we preserve the old town feeling, and we value community and service to others. And Dolores is a perfect example of service to others. Again, you know, it just, for me, it makes it even more assertive that we made a decision to come to Woodbridge and raise our family here, because not only are you going to be able to walk down Green Street and look at the beautiful homes and participate in the many activities that have on Main Street, but we have a history museum in Woodbridge. Who else can say that? Not any town near us, right? So this is perfect not only for our community, but also for our students. Now, the Board of Ed has another class trip to plan, and we don't have to worry about busing. We can just walk them down the hall. So again, thank you to everyone involved for making this a dream come true. Thank you.
We also have someone who works very closely with Dolores and the Cultural Arts Committee, the head of our Barron Arts Center. Cynthia, would you like to say a few words?
First of all, I'm very honored to be here, and I have been aware how long this committee has been striving to bring this museum to fruition. There were many meetings, there were many conversations, the Historic Preservation Commission interacting with the Museum Committee, and it's a wonderful thing, and it's great to have the support of Mayor McCormick to help bring this museum for everyone to enjoy and experience. So I hope that all of you can partake and get a chance now to walk through and experience the fine work that is exemplified without any further hesitation. So thank you again, and anytime you want to, the Barron Arts Center, we are a historical landmark since we were the first library in Middlesex County, and we are on the state historical registry and the national one, so we're very proud to be a part of this link. Thank you again.
We also have Marie Anderson from our Board of Education in the audience. Thank you, Marie.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.